A site survey is an assessment of all the aspects of an event that are likely to impact your crowd management plan. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, as soon as you choose your event location, you will see that that location has obstacles. Most locations have it. There's no location that does not have any obstacles that you need to work out. So what can you do to minimize those obstacles? Because obviously those obstacles might cause a hazard, or they might be a risk to your audience. Can you minimize the obstacles? Can you work around them, or can you get rid of them altogether? So what can you think of? Well, for example, if you work in a greenfield site, you might work with an uneven underground, and an uneven underground might lead to trips, slips, or even falls, and that might hurt people. But sometimes if you organize an event in a city center, there might be items there already that people can climb on. Now, if people can climb on something, it means they can also fall off something. So do you need to build a fence around it to make sure that people do not climb on these obstacles? If you're organizing an event in a venue, you might want to look at bottlenecks in your layout. So for example, normally if you're in a venue, there's a cloakroom, and a cloakroom quite often is an area where bottlenecks arrive. So for example, too many people arrive in that same spot at the same time. A cloakroom, as soon as an event has finished, everyone wants to get that coat and want to leave. But everyone leaves at the same time, so that area in front of the cloakroom is always a busy area. So this is something that you need to look into. How many people can be in that area at the same time, and what can you do to improve the crowd flow at that area? So a site survey is incredibly important, because you need to start thinking about how you can minimize the hazards and minimize the risk at your event. You should be involved in doing the site survey because you need to know exactly what potential hazards are and potential risks are at your event site, and plus your event survey or your site survey will impact your site design, so you need to be aware of what is actually happening and why it is happening. But it's always good to have your venue manager and also your safety coordinator with you, because together you can make proper decisions on what is safe, what isn't safe, and what needs to change to make sure that your event site is actually a safe environment for your audience.